Okay, so the purpose of this video is to explain the vague and ambiguous assignment. A lot of times we look at the assignment and we say, well, they're using the word the. They're not being very specific about which book, which table, which window. Now, please don't get hung up on that. What I want you to focus on is how these sentences can each be taken a couple of different ways. And I'd like to use the example of a story that we were talking about when I was in the prosecutor's office. There was a detective who worked on homicide cases, and he was telling us about one of these homicide cases in the locker room. And of course, when we got out, it was a very animated, lively conversation. One of the female prosecutors asked us what we were talking about. And I told her, well, he was telling us about a murder in the locker room. And of course, I learned that that was not a very good way of putting it, because she took it as if the murder had taken place in the locker room. Now, I know this is all starting to sound like a game of Clue, but let me get to the point here. What we're trying to get you to do is look at the two different ways these sentences can be taken. Okay? Look at the sentence, he was talking about a murder in the locker room. Okay? Number one, you can take this as if he was talking about a murder that took place in the locker room. Number two, you can take this as the murder did not take place in the locker room, but he was telling the story. Okay? So all you have to do is just find a couple different ways these sentences can be understood and write them down. The purpose of this assignment is to help you understand how to write sentences that are a little more specific so that people don't get confused by your writing.